What's going on, everybody? So in this video, we are going to be covering how to generate cold email copy using artificial intelligence, CopyAI specifically. I'm going to be comparing my own cold email templates that I've used in the past, I handwritten myself, and I'm going to be comparing that to what it looks like if I try to create cold emails using AI. What's the difference? What's the same? And which one is going to be better? Let's find out in this video. Now, if you didn't already know, one of my previous videos in the past, how to cold email clients, best cold email templates. This is where I went over one of my best cold email templates that I ever used, right? Essentially, I don't need to go over the whole thing because you have the whole video over here, but how I usually structure my cold emails is I like to have a relevant intro, talk about some pain points, some solutions to those pain points that I just talked about, and then I would have a call to action, right? So it's a very simple 4-step plan. So when I use this and I teach people how to sell and how to do cold emails, this is the one I typically recommend when people get started. So let's go ahead and use CopyAI and try to create some cold emails and see how it stacks up against my handwritten cold email. So right now we're using CopyAI, and what we're going to do here is when you use the template cold outreach email, this is what it's going to give you. Now the trick to using artificial intelligence is knowing how to feed it inputs, meaning what words are you putting into this thing so that it spits something back out that you can actually use in the real world where it's indistinguishable from a robot and a human. So for the two, right, the recipients, the name and a short description, I'm going to say this is going to be for Tom, owner of a small business in the cosmetic niche. You know, I see that this person is posting YouTube videos, and I think those could be turned into high-level blog posts and for organic traffic. So let's go ahead and put that in there. So for the from, we're going to put Patrick, CEO of a digital marketing agency. I'm offering service to turn video content into high-ranking blog posts to boost engagement. I'm going to handle all the technical aspects and content management for this person. Okay. Information about the recipient. You can do bullet points or you could do the commas, but client is posting videos on YouTube, doesn't have a blog, needs more organic engagement. The goal of the email is going to be to book a call on the calendar, which is my calendar. Okay. And then at the end, what I want to do is I want to include my past clients, company ABC, and I want to tell the client to book a call. Now the tone, I'm going to do, let's go professional because it's cold email, and let's go ahead and create this content. With those inputs, here are the results that we are getting. The first one is, hi Tom, my name is Patrick. I'm the founder of the company. We handle all the technical aspects for our clients so they can focus on what they're doing best, creating content. I noticed you're posting videos on YouTube, don't have a blog. That's a pain point that we can help you with. We would love to chat about how we can work together. Would it be possible to schedule a time to talk next week? If that sounds good, please book a time on my calendar. I'll send over some info about my company in an email today so you have time to look over it before we get started. Now this one particularly, I don't think it's that great, to be honest. The intro is kind of stiff, and I think it's talking about the solution way too early. It should talk about pain first, but here's the pain on this side. So that actually, I feel like should have been first. And then this last part doesn't really make sense of like following up with an email and things like that, because we had already asked for the time to book on a calendar. So this email, I would give it a 4 out of 10. It's not really good. I don't think people would really respond to this. Okay, so next one. Hi Tom, my name is Patrick, CEO of the company. We're a digital marketing agency that specializes in turning video content into high-ranking blog posts. We handle all the technical aspects and content management for our clients, so you don't have to worry about anything more than uploading videos and posting them on social media. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I would actually make this shorter, to be honest. I was going through your YouTube page and noticed you don't have a blog. That's not good organic engagement. This sentence is kind of weird, right? Because it's more like I'm trying to get them to start a blog, but I feel like I probably needed to feed the AI more context. We'll create original video, voiceover. Yeah, so this part, I think it's a little too much and it's not really getting people excited to take a phone call. So I give this one probably a 4 out of 10 as well. So these emails aren't super strong. Let's go ahead and make this more friendlier, and let's create some content. So same inputs, I just shifted the tonality from professional to friendly. Hey Tom, I'm Patrick, the CEO of company. We're a digital marketing agency that specializes in turning video content into high-ranking blog posts to drive engagement. So it kind of gets the clear idea in the beginning. It doesn't drive a pain point, which I would add, but clear idea. Okay, next sentence. I wanted to reach out to see if you'd be interested in talking about how we might be able to help you grow your organic reach on social media. I know that you're a small business owner, don't have time for a blog, and I think it's something that we can really help your reach and engagement. We can work together to figure out what sort of content will work best for your brand. We'll also help you create a plan for getting started so you can get started right away and we can start working together. If that sounds something that you'd be interested in, please let me know. Okay, so for the ending, I'll probably change it a little bit like, hey, if it makes sense to talk, let me know what your calendar looks like, or feel free to schedule a time on my calendar here. And I would actually go more into the pain points of like why they want to grow on social media and why it makes sense for them to rank #1 for certain keywords. And they already have the YouTube content, so they might as well just repurpose it, and we're experts at that. So I definitely add that part in. I think this part is a little redundant. I don't think we should like work together and see what makes sense. I think it's too early for speaking on that, but I think it should just be more about, hey, these are the pain points. Basically, you have these YouTube videos. I think they can become into blogs, then you can rank a lot, then you get traffic and you can generate more revenue. So if I were to make these better, what I would probably have to do is change the input so that it focuses more on generating more revenue using content that you already have and repurposing it. Again, these are just like basic inputs, but you kind of get the idea that if you keep adjusting the inputs until you get something really good, then eventually it will get really good, and that's something you can actually send out into the real world. So is using artificial intelligence better than writing it yourself? In my personal opinion, if you already have the skill to write it yourself, it probably is more effective to write it yourself because it's so much more personalized and you have all the context to make something really good. However, if you do understand the inputs and you learn how to use this technology and you try many different things with A/B testing and trying different results, you can actually get results that are going to be just as good as a regular email copywriter, and nobody would even know that an AI actually used it. And also, when you generate this AI copy, you can actually go in yourself and just change a couple words, change the wording a little bit, put that human flair to it. It might be written by an artificial intelligence, but then the human being actually goes in and just makes it a little bit more human, a little more natural, so that you can increase your response rates. In the future, people are just going to find a bunch of cold email templates and they're going to put in different inputs on who they're trying to sell, what they're trying to sell, what pain points they have, what's the solution, what's the call to action. Once they have those pain points, what's going to happen is they're going to run it through the generator. They're going to get many different results. They're going to pick the best one that has the highest chance of a response, and then they're going to go in themselves as a human being to adjust it to make it something more tailored for that specific individual, right? So I think, AI is not going to replace SDR or sales rep or person that sends the cold email, but it will definitely speed up the process of writing the cold email, so that person doesn't have to sit there for like 5 hours trying to write the perfect cold email. They can get the artificial intelligence to write it for them literally within like a minute, 5 minutes, depending on the inputs, and then they can adjust it to make it something that people will actually respond to. If you are in sales, or you're someone that's trying to make money selling things and you're writing cold emails or whatever it is, understand that it's not about technology replacing people. It's technology making people more productive so that they can do their job so much more better, and it assists them in a lot of ways, right? Because you don't have to be an expert if you have an expert algorithm writing these things for you, and you just have to make sure it fits within your context. That's everything we have to cover when it comes to using CopyAI from a high level perspective. Of course, we can always do better. There's always room for improvement, and the technology is getting better every single day as the algorithm is being served more data. But that's just a little warm introduction. And if you want to give it a shot, CopyAI is for free. This is not sponsored. It's just one of the tools that I found that was very easy. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one.